Hey guys, J77 here doing a live vlog news update, and this one is a pretty unique one, I gotta say. Something I've been reading up about, something that has been happening a lot more and more within certain respective cities, especially in other parts of the country. I will leave a link to the article as well as the video below so you guys can check it out yourself and give your own 2 cents in. But it is pretty much a new movement that is slowly but surely gaining momentum, and that's brat banning, or in this case, no children allowed. Now, to give you a quick gist on what this is about, a lot of restaurants has been implementing banning children in certain in the restaurant completely due to either parents being unable to control them, or b um, the strollers they have, the new fancy strollers especially, are just too wide. I know New York has had an issue with those strollers a lot, especially in buses. But there are a lot of places that just basically don't want to deal with it completely and have offered no kids allowed in their restaurants. Um, this has gotten mixed reviews. A lot of parents hate this idea. They feel they're being discriminated on, and a lot of people from the other coin also respect this idea, saying that they want to go in these places without having to hear children whining and crying and basically misbehaving. This also is not just the restaurants. You'd be surprised. People are implementing adults only showing to films you would expect to be pretty much like family friendly or children friendly movies. Now, where you expect to see kids in theaters like this. They're also implementing first class airlines to implement a no children's zone in first class areas at the flying coach. So this is not just the restaurant; it's all over. Hotels offering, from friendly free kids service. That's what they call it. Basically, no kids allowed in that hotel. And it's not just the United States. It's all. When I say all over, I mean all over. Certain countries, certain areas are implementing this type of new policy. I'm mixed with this, of course. I think that some of them are. It's going to have a lot of consequences, especially with the stuff that they're trying to implement. Like I said, in movie theaters, look, you're going to have that situation where you're going to have a lot of kids out watching this film. I'm a person, if I'm going to see a film that's late, I have to expect that. And if I want to avoid that, I'll probably have to go to a matinee where I know most of the kids are at school, or just basically still asleep at home. To go where you know it's going to be a lot of kids available is going to be, chances are you're going to have a lot of kids who attention span is not 100%. As for the restaurants complaining about the strollers, uh, I'll say this, okay? It's not that hard to say, a parent, can you please fold up your chair or have a special section where they can actually claim the strollers when they get back. I don't think that's too major big of a deal, but they are. But to ban kids in general just from eating, I think that's a little bit pushing it. Like I said, I'm a little bit mixed. I understand why they are doing this, because they want to have people want to enjoy and relax, and have a just get away from all the hassles without hearing noises, kids' noises from them whining or complaining or misbehaving. I think that's where this mostly draws into, and especially if the parents are not doing a very good job of controlling them. God knows I get that a lot when we are in the when I'm in the cafe here. So I know the feeling, but at the same time, banning them across the board, it can have backlashes, and I think that the people who are doing this should be very careful how they're going about it, because let's be honest, by you doing that, it opens up a Pandora box which cannot be fixed, and two things can happen. It can either force you customers to the point where you can lose your business, or it can lead up to whole new rules which will make the whole situation worse. So I'm pretty mixed on this situation. I think that in certain areas, if there's like fancy restaurants, yeah, I think there should be a policy where if you can't control your kids, which New York, by the way, do have in some areas, they can ask you to leave. It's that simple. But banning them completely, I think that's a little bit overboard. But again, you guys may think differently, especially for those who living in other countries. You may have your reasons. I'd love to hear your feedback on this matter. Please post it. I'll leave a link below so you guys can check it out yourself. It's a very interesting video. And if anything, you give me your 2 cents on this matter. Do you agree with this ban? Do you don't agree with this ban? Let me know in the comment section. So then, J77 saying, you guys take good care of yourself.